that shit? I didn't need to do that, right? No, okay. Hey guys, it's Cam from Craft and Tailored. In this episode of What Is On My Wrist, we're talking about an exceptionally rare and equally as exquisite Rolex Day-Date reference 18239 from 1991 with a very rare and equally as stunning Lapis dial with gem set markers. Another really cool thing about this example, and one of the reasons why I wanted to share it with you today, is because instead of it being a yellow gold day-date that possesses an exotic or a stone dial, this is a white gold variant that possesses a factory Lapis dial, which is very, very uncommon. So I've only seen a couple of these. I've seen maybe 2 or 3 in auction actually, and this is one that we recently acquired and brought into our collection, and it was so good that I just had to share it to you before it goes off to its lucky new owner. It's just a really good reference point for the reference range and for this exotic and rare variant of 18239. What's really interesting about day-dates in general is obviously they're more commonly produced in yellow gold, then in rose gold, then in white gold, then in platinum, and then on the really, really rare end of the spectrum, early prototype examples have been produced in stainless steel. Not often though do you see a white gold day-date that is produced with an exotic dial. So we did an article about exotic dials and stone dials, and I guess what you would call more of the natural dials that Rolex was leveraging most commonly within the day-date reference range of watches. And I'll provide a link in the description below and maybe up here so that you can check out that article and familiarize yourself with stone and wood dial day-dates, because they're really awesome and really cool. But more often than not, the stone dials and day-dates in general were produced in yellow gold, and it's very rare to see an exotic dial encased in white gold. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to share this one with you today. The Lapis dial is definitely a fan favorite within all of the stone dials, and I might actually revise our article that we did on the stone dials to provide you with a breakdown of the more common and also less common factory stone dial variants, because I think they're really cool and unique. Another thing that I really like about stone dials is each one in essence is a piece unique, whether it be in white gold and or in yellow gold. And part of the reason for that statement is because each stone, each wood, each exotic material is actually different. It's unique unto itself. So there isn't 2 stone dials that are alike, and or wood dials. They each possess a grain pattern and kind of a unique characteristic that makes them individual onto themselves. The 18329 is really cool because it possesses a double quickset caliber 3155 movement, and as the reference number indicates, as well, the movements that were used in this range of watch in the 1990s was the 3155, which has a double quickset feature. So the day and the date can quickly be set by turning the crown in the clockwise and in the counterclockwise position when pulled out into its second position. The first position obviously winds the watch, and the third position changes the hour and minute hands, but that second position allows you to quickly advance the day and the date independently, which is something that is really, really awesome because, with like an 1803 or in the earlier day-date variants, if you don't wear the watch for a while, it can kind of be a pain in the butt to advance both the day and the date wheel to, get the right, day and date setting, which obviously isn't the case with this because it possesses that really nice kind of modern advancement of the 3155 movement. There's something that's really nice about a white gold day-date. I don't have the bracelet sized. I want to be very careful because the watch is in mint condition, and I don't even want to undo the screws on this one because it's just literally factory fresh, and we'll kind of get into the details of this watch to show you the key elements of finishing. But what's nice about wearing a white gold day-date is when it's on the wrist, it kind of looks like steel, but not really. For me, I can tell the difference between steel, white gold, and platinum pretty easily. But what's nice is that the watch possesses a feeling and a weight of gold while being a little bit more subdued than, let's say, like a yellow gold day-date, which in some cases can work or not work with that, you know, person's style, I find. For me, I like both white gold and yellow gold, but in the day-date range, I kind of have a soft spot for white gold watches, and I think it's kind of even more exclusive being in white gold because one, there's less white gold day-dates produced. Obviously, yellow gold in the President line of watches is much more exclusive and kind of, you know, I guess traditional, traditional, but there's something that is a little bit more baller to me about a white gold day-date than a yellow gold. I have a special place in my heart for just white gold day-dates to begin with. I think they're just incredible and cool. And what's unique about this specific Lapis style, this is an X serial, so it's from 1991, is that at the 6 and 9 o'clock marker, you have this Arabic gem set numeral. So you have a 6 and a 9 here at 6 and 9 o'clock. And then also what's interesting is you have a diamond that is inlaid into the opening of that 6 and 9. And I actually really like it. I think it provides a balance to the dial, and there's something special about seeing, you know, a Lapis dial in a white gold day-date with a gem set dial that is just really striking to me. The one thing about stone dials is sometimes they'll be gem set and sometimes they'll be plain. This one is kind of unique unto itself because it does have, you know, the 6 and the 9, which I think kind of provides a reference point for actually telling the time. An onyx dial, for example, or you know, maybe another Lapis dial, in many cases can be just stone itself. And I like that idea as well, almost having it be a little bit more sterile and just about the stone itself, because that's what's kind of unique and special. But also telling the time can kind of be difficult at times because there's no reference point on the dial to actually tell the time. So it's kind of a guesstimation, I guess, whereas this actually has, like, you know, a reference point to actually tell the time correctly. What else can I tell you about this? This specific example is in mint condition. I'm gonna show you some cool stuff. One, we've got solid link hidden clasp president bracelet. There is literally no stretch in that bracelet. I'm not sure if you can see that, Nick. There's literally no stretch in this bracelet. I mean, it is solid. I actually like the solid bracelets. There's a little bit more weight and heft to them, and especially when they're sized properly, they just fit and feel really nice when on the wrist. The other thing too is gold is a soft material, so if gold watches are ever polished or if they're overly worn over years of wear, and also if it has ever seen like a polishing wheel, you know, you lose these fine characteristics to not just the case shape but the factory finishing and also in the fluting of the bezel. And if you look at this, it literally is sharp. Like the case is sharp. The case back possesses the original factory finishing. All the hallmarks are incredibly visible and pronounced, and the white gold fluted bezel is just geometric, it's angular. I mean, it is truly a work of art. The dial is also stunning as well. You know, there's just something about this blue pairing with the white gold that really just lights this watch on fire for me. And I think that obviously from a collectability perspective, you're going to be very hard pressed to find another one. So again, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to share this watch with you, but also use this as a reference point because the watch's condition itself is just insane. And so this is a bit of a show and tell. So one of the other nice things is that this watch also does retain its original white gold Twinlock crown. More often what you'll see, especially if a watch has gone through any kind of servicing, that the original white gold crown has been replaced, and it's been replaced with one that is a white gold or a steel cap crown, which is signified by the dash under the coronet instead of the 2 dots. So this example is very mint and obviously retains its original white gold twin dot crown, but it's something that I definitely look for and definitely impacts the originality of a watch when you're looking for white gold day date. So pay attention to that if you're looking at, let's say, like a white gold 1803 or any of the white gold day dates. look at the crown, because oftentimes the crown has been swapped during a service for not a twin dot white gold crown, but one that is, you know, steel and or white gold capped with the dash. And these crowns are not just expensive, but they are very, very hard to find. One thing you have to be careful with also when you're looking at and acquiring stone dials, whether it be lapis or tiger eye or onyx or whatever, is this is a natural material. So the dial, if it was ever improperly taken out of the case, or if the hands were removed and a pair of hand lifting forks were used to pry the hands off the post, you know, the dial can crack. So this watch definitely needs special attention and also needs to be treated with care. Additionally, when you're looking to acquire them, you know, you need to make sure that there aren't any cracks in the dial of the watch. That's something that can affect the value of a watch for sure. This watch actually gets better, and I'll show you why. One, the watch retains its original inner and outer box, which is really, really cool. So again, this watch being you know, a little bit more of an investment grade piece and rare, the box and the original papers definitely will have an impact on its value. It received a service at the beginning of this year. So we've got the service warranty card here from Rolex, which is, you know, amazing. So Rolex actually did see this watch and they serviced the movement and they did not polish it and they treated everything with care, which is really, really awesome. And something that I appreciate, because you do hear stories from now and again that, you know, Rolex has replaced a dial or something like that. And that's not always the case, so hats off to you, Rolex, for servicing that. And then additionally, the watch retains its original instruction booklets, which is a nice touch, kind of nice feature to have. The wax chronometer seal, and then also the serialized hang tag, which is also awesome. So the watch is very much complete, retains a Rolex warranty, an international service guarantee, and also the condition of the watch is just mint. So I will provide a link in the description below so you can check this example out and kind of take a look at the specific details of this piece. And also, again, we'll provide a link in the description below and or up here somewhere so that you can read and learn more about stone dials. But when we get these guys in, I'm definitely going to feature them because they are cool, they are special, and they are definitely worth collecting and talking about. So as always, guys, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not doing so already, be sure to follow us on Instagram. Additionally, if you've got watch questions, we've got answers. Be sure to drop us a line at info@craftandtailor.com. We love talking to you guys. And thanks for tuning in, guys. I will see you in the next one.